It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for watching. Yes, it is showtime. Geno Jones, showtime. I know. I guess you figured it out, right? See my name in the back. So I come to you live. I do this show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago or down in New Orleans, where I'm expecting to get a special guest, musical guest, who is a native of Louisiana, not necessarily New Orleans, but the Louisiana, state of Louisiana. Tell you about that shortly. But the Geno Jones Show, I come to you live, like I said, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Hey, if you're vacationing out in Maui and Hawaii, 1:30 p.m. Please, you and everybody you know, everybody you don't know, everybody that you like, everybody that you love, everybody that you can't stand, everybody that you hate, folks you don't even know, tell them to subscribe to the Geno Jones channel, share this and every, or as my man Nelly would say, every episode. You can tell I like doing that, right? And please like every episode. So today is day 11 of the Christmas Blackout. Now, if you are new to the show, you don't know, what is that? Geno, what is the Christmas Blackout all about? Okay, this is a protest that I have launched in support of a guy named Joe Madison. Joe Madison, the Black Eagle. He hosts a radio show, morning radio show on Sirius XM, channel Urban View, channel 126. Urban View is the title. He's on a hunger strike. He's been on this hunger strike now for over 3 weeks until the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, or the Freedom to Vote Act, is passed through Congress and signed off by President Biden. Even though I could go on a hunger strike. He's doing liquids only. I really need to be doing that, to be honest with you. But I thought I could be more effective by using my platform to launch what I'm calling the Christmas Blackout. We as African Americans, we have over, close to $2 trillion in buying power. We spend a lot of money, make a lot of people outside of our community rich, including many of these large companies, many of these CEOs of these companies that are taking the money that we give to them when we purchase their products, goods, and services. They are taking our money, giving it to politicians that are attempting to take away our voting rights. As a matter of fact, not only are they attempting, they are doing it. They've already, in like 39 states, actually, I think 18 states already have somewhere near 40 laws already passed. And in like 48, 49 states, there's like somewhere around 400 pieces of legislation, of laws that they want to pass to make it harder for Black people, for our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our Native American indigenous brothers and sisters, the elderly, students, our Asian American brothers and sisters, to make it hard. Really, it's really an attack on the power of the Black vote and Black Americans. So why should Black people continue to give our money to companies and CEOs that take our money, give it to these campaigns, political parties, and politicians that are using that money to take away our right to vote? Because first, they start with taking away your right to vote. And now, women, including white women, many of these white women voted. As a matter of fact, nearly 60% of white women voted for Orange Hitler this last year, like less than a year ago. Think about that. So nearly 60, I think somewhere like 54, I think it was around 54, 55% of white women voted for Mr. Grab 'em by the P-U-S-S-Y. Yes, I said it because he said it, but he didn't spell it. He said it. And they let you do it. That's what he said. They love it because you're a celebrity. And women, over like 54% of white women knowing that. Now, all the women that have accused him of everything from sexual assault to rape still voted for him. I digress, because this monologue is not about him. It is about what happens when we don't pay attention, and what happens, what people are doing with our money. Companies and CEOs are taking the money that we give them to take away our voting rights, a woman's a right to choose what to do with her body. You've seen the Supreme Court yesterday. They had a hearing. You got this case out of the state of Mississippi. Basically, they want to restrict to where a woman cannot terminate a pregnancy after like 15 weeks. What is that? That's not even 4 months. Really? Look, I'm going to say it again. I've said it before, and I am going to say it again. My guest is going to be joining me shortly. Men would never, ever, never, as Chris Tucker said, men would never, ever, never, never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever tolerate a woman, women, a government, an alien, anybody telling them what they could do with their body. Men wouldn't tolerate it. And as I go ahead, and my man's going to join me shortly, men wouldn't tolerate it.
Man, can you hear me, man? Can you see me, man?
We can't even
you
stand to be constipated. We don't know anything about childbirth, vaginal births, C-sections, breech babies, ectopic pregnancies. Basically, where the fetus, the egg, winds up in the woman's fallopian tubes. I had a near dear friend. His fiance at the time, she died because of what they call an ectopic pregnancy. So the bottom line, men would never tolerate the government. So the government can't tell you to wear a mask to protect the society at large from a deadly virus. So the government can't tell you to wear a mask. The government can't even tell you to get a vaccine, so you won't walk around like a human spreader, like a sprinkler system spraying virus just to any and everybody that could possibly kill them. So you can't do that. But the government can tell women what they can and can't do with their body. All right. So once again, the Christmas blackout is we as black people, anti-racist white people, and anybody else that shares in that point of view and worldview, only buy black. Whatever it is. If you're doing Christmas shopping, buy black. And we're going to have even more black-owned businesses. As a matter of fact, we'll have a black-owned business owner tomorrow on the show. So whatever you got to get, tell your folks like I did in my family. Whatever's on this Christmas list, whatever's on this Christmas list, I got to find a black-owned company or a black business person, because I ain't buying it if it ain't black-owned. I'm just telling you. So, and why am I doing that? Because if we can't appeal to your sense of humanity and morality, we can get your attention like my grandfather taught me. The way to get people's attention with money and power is to take away that money and power, start digging in them pockets, and start replacing them, getting them out of office and putting other people in these offices to make decisions on your life. So please support the Christmas blackout. Real quick, I want to send prayers out to, speaking of politics, this man is a political power broker. As a matter of fact, he was like, they call it the silent hand. He was like one of the main power brokers behind the scenes. Got a lot of power. You may not know him, may not have seen him. They've done a documentary about him. He's called The Black Godfather. But he was like a political power broker behind Bill Clinton. He really put President Barack Obama on before the world really knew who President Barack Obama was. And in the music industry, he is truly a legend. He's called the Black Godfather, Clarence Avant. His lovely wife, Jacqueline, was murdered in their home during a home invasion on Monday. The good news is they have arrested a suspect out in Los Angeles. So we just want to lift Clarence Avant up in prayers. Speaking of music, time for me to bring on my guest. Listen, full disclosure, good friend of mine, it's like my brother by another mother. He is doing his thing, ladies and gentlemen. He's a performer, a producer, writer. He's written and produced for a whole bunch of folks, including Keith Sweat. He's opened up for all kind of folks. Mary J. Blige, Brother Is Bad. And oh, by the way, he's got a brand new album called Leo King. The Leo. That sounds like a movie, like The Lion King. The Leo King. Yes, he is a Southern Soul superstar, the king of swing out music, repping the beautiful state, or well, the state, because they have parishes. Like we have counties. They have parishes repping the beautiful state of Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is on camera, making his second appearance on the Geno Jones Show. First time I was doing the Geno Jones Show once a week. Now it's 5 days a week. Ladies and gentlemen, you seeing my man, Mr. Roy Chip Anthony. What's happening, King?
What's up?
What's happening with you, man? I appreciate you.
I'm being blessed, man. Look, I'm in the midst of tailgating.
I love it.
It's the mighty Saints
Gonna say
against the mighty Cowboys.
Wait, go
against the Stars.
Hey,
we up in here right now.
Hey,
you hear the music? Listen.
Yeah, man.
They're wilding out here, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Tailgate, man. We got.
Hey, go and say that.
Going on, man.
Hey, go on, Chip. Go and say that. Who that gonna beat them?
Who that, man? Who gonna beat them Saints, huh?
Hey, man. Well, look,
Cowboys.
They should.
We ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys. That's a whole nother, Hey, when the owner stop trying to be the coach and the GM and get the hell out the way and go count his money, they might win something. But that's a conversation for a different day. See, even he agreed with me. He got to say, yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah, the owner needed to sit his old ass down somewhere and let the folks run the team but know what the hell they're doing. So,
yeah.
Hey, Chip, I appreciate you, man. Look, I'm not going to keep you. I know you're busy, but I really appreciate you coming on. Look, I wanted to go ahead and just give you some shine, get you on the show. Let's talk about this new album. I love it. I love the title, The Leo King. It might be self-obvious, but for those who may not get it, so what's behind the title, The Leo King?
Well, everybody always thinks it's the Lion King, so of course that always go together with Leo King because Leo, I am a Leo, and my sign is that mighty lion, so it all works together just to be the king of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? My style of music, that feel good music, king of that feel good music. So that's my whole thing, man. This Leo King. I always kind of drop a project around my birthday time. We wear this every year, every other year. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm a July Leo. I feel good about it. We always have a good time, and it's one of the nicest projects I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
So
one of the nicest projects.
Who worked on this album with you? Who else? I know you got some cameos and some guest performances. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we got a lot of guest performers. Of course, I'm the producer. I'm not just an artist. I'm an artist producer. I'm an artist that produces me along with a lot of other people. And just everybody that's on my project, I produce also. So, we got, of course, my man, you just named, we got Keith Sweat on the project.
Yeah.
One of the hottest songs called Addicted. We also got a lot of my Mohis family on there. Lisa, with that love, now I'm loving life. She rocks with that. We got my man, Paulo the Giant, that thick girl, DJ Jubilee. DJ Jubilee out of New Orleans, man. I say, Tree, stop talking that hit. Goodbye, Jubilee is out there. Getting ready. We got that. We got the man right here, Mystical on there.
I love it.
We got Mystical on there, man. We got, Lil Run, Ice, Legit, my brothers. A lot of people don't know that's my two brothers. Legit was a group that I came from. We started it all. We got the classic song. We remade on there, Leaving Me, because we was known for just rocking new school, old school, turning it old school, to something great. And that's what we did, man, on the album. So I got a lot of singles. I got a lot of power on that album.
I know, man. Hey, Chip, you know what I'm excited about, man? I'm noticing it, and I'm sure you are too. Some folks call it Southern Soul. I know in Louisiana you call it swing out, that sound. It seems like it's becoming more and more popular across America. It's not just really like vibing in the South. It's really like vibing all over. I'm excited about that. Do you noticing that? And if you are, what do you attribute that to?
Well, I'm claiming feel good music. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, with the multi names of it, whether it's Southern Soul, Soul Blues, Swing Out, and all that, to me, it's feel good music. And my man right here, DJ Mixology, he'll let you know. I joined the backyard playlist. That's the best playlist to be on. And I joined the tailgate playlist.
Yeah.
Backyard, hey, I joined it. It used to be just Frankie Beverly and
backyard music.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
It's the great backyard music. It's the
cookout music.
Cookout music. You know what I'm saying? That's the best playlist. So I think, especially with I've been doing that. Doing that COVID and the pandemic, a lot of people needed more feel-good music, man. They needed something to make them feel good about themselves, and that's, very important. So I was already in line with that. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying? Making people feel good. You dig?
Well, listen, hey, man, since we family, I'm going to give you this consultant tip on the house. I don't know if that whole backyard music, man, that moniker, that phrase, you need to go ahead and see if you can get a patent on that. Do like Pat Riley and trademark that, because it sounds great. Yeah. But the thing is, listening to your music, that's exactly, it puts you in that vibe, man. You're in the backyard, with your family. You got the grandkids, you got grandma, you got aunts and uncles, you got everybody just in the backyard having a great time. So that's a perfect name. I would trade. I'm just saying, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, and I thought about doing that, man. I really did think about doing that, and I said that's something you got to do, because I don't fall into none of those categories. Just saying I'm just a soul singer or blues. It's all soul, right? But it's our people, our generation. We came from old school, but we also got a lot of our generation too that's old now, but they came from the hip hop generation also. You know what I'm saying? We at that point where we got a lot of old school hip hop heads. So the soul music and the blues, everything together.
Yep. Chip, they old, but don't call them old, because they like, shit, I ain't old. I'm still like it.
I mean, you've been in New York. Yeah. You've been in New York. New Orleans. Like where we at right now, you see a 70-year-old dude with some Jordans on, with a jersey,
right?
Hey, with a jumpsuit or whatever, fresh as hell. You know what I'm saying?
The 70-year-old dude with a pocket full of blue pills, he up in the club posing like, yeah, what up?
Hey, that's how they swag down here, man. And in New York, you can't tell the brother still got the swag, the hat to the side and everything, man. Yeah. I mean, that's that hip hop generation that bridge right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of us came from that early hip hop rap, generation, and they still jam to it. So absolutely. I think my music kind of touches a little bit of everything. That's why it's different. I use a lot of I go grab just like one of the first songs on my album, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That beat that came from the Young Guns, I made a song out of that whole beat, put my own music in it. Yeah. So it's grabbing the hip hop generation, and it's grabbing the soul generation. So I'm putting that gumbo together. Yeah, man. So I got it.
Hey Chip, you've been ahead of the curve, man. You've been doing that for a while since we met. So I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. That's why I was excited to get you back on the show, ladies and gentlemen. The Leo King. You can go ahead and download it. I'm sure can they go to the website? Can they get the CDs? They're doing the digital download. Yeah. Okay, you got it all for them.
We got the CDs, and we got USB sticks. I know a lot of y'all got the new cars and shit. Look, the new cars ain't got no CD players. They ain't got nothing. They just got either Bluetooth or they got a little USB stick. So a USB slot so you can put the stick in. And it's crazy because I brought CDs to my people the other day, and I'm thinking that's what the old people want. Old people are like, I want that. We want the stick. They don't say flash drive. They want the stick.
You got that stick.
So I got.
Say, son, you got the stick.
Cause they don't want to go through it. They want to stick it in and then start playing. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man.
And that's new. And so the old. I'm talking about my auntie and all of them. That's what they wanted. They don't know CDs, man. They're not doing that no more. Right. So we got the USB sticks, we got the CDs. Of course, you can get a digital download on iTunes and all that. But you can go and order the physical copy of the USB or CD at Mohits Entertainment. That's MOHITZ Entertainment with an I. MohitsEntertainment.com. You go there, you find the store, man. We got stuff. I got a store full of music. I got a store full of collections, my hats. I got a hat collection.
I love
the apparel, everything.
You got your merch. You got your merch and
merch.
everything.
I got the merch. So y'all go check it out.
I love it. And on your way out the door, give everybody your social media so they can follow you there.
I'm easy to find. I keep it simple. Everything on my social media is Roy Chip Anthony. Roy with an I-R-O-I. From the iTunes to the YouTube, it's Roy Chip Anthony. To the Facebook, IG. Go get it, Roy Chip Anthony, and it's going to come up, all right?
The Southern Soul superstar, the king of swing out, the king of the backyard.
Feel good. Look,
feel good.
The feel good king. The king of the feel good.
The king of the feel good, yeah. King of the feel. Hey, you need to trademark all of that.
King of the feel good music.
Hey, listen, enjoy the game, man. Represent. Who that gonna beat them Saints? All I can say about the Cowboys is, how about not them Cowboys?
Oh, man, they do you like that.
It's all good.
Hey,
it's all good. It's all love, man.
I'm a secondary Cowboy. They got a good team, but they should win today. But it's around me.
Wait.
You never know how things gonna pull out.
The players, I ain't rocking with the players. As a matter of fact, the players are cool. Now, I gotta confess, this is no reflection on my man.
Yeah,
right
Dak
there.
is real. Yeah.
But some of them Cowboy fans will just really make you want to just like call the cops and say, "Look, sit your ass down somewhere."
Why?
They're cool. They just.
Wait, we gonna say that?
Because you know what?
They just sometimes.
Hey, Chip.
They just sometimes a little delusional.
Oh, you took the word right out of my mouth. Because, look, they can be 0-16, 0-16 and be like, we're going to win
but you know what? That's what you call a fan. That's a real fan.
Right.
They hold their team down.
Hey, fan is short for fanatic, but I ain't mad at them because I'm like that with the Lakers, so it's all good. Hey, man, love and respect to you. Merry Christmas. Happy holiday to you and your family. Leo King, go download it, get that stick, whatever it is. Go ahead and order it at the Mo Hits website. Enjoy the game, man. You and my brother, I appreciate y'all, man. Love and respect. Thanks for coming on today.
Got you, man.
All right. That's
right.
Got
you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Peace.
Thank you. That's my
happy holiday.
All right, listen, thanks for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Once again, I come to you live, like right now, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, down there in New Orleans. We're about to get the game going on in a little bit there. Saints and the Cowboys, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Please share this and every episode. Please like every episode. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO and the owner of Designer Cuts out in Goose Creek, South Carolina, suburban Charleston Metro. You can check him out on Instagram, Kelby Cuttin' Up, KELBECUTTINUP, the official wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show, Miss Allie Jones. Check her out on Instagram, _ that line at the bottom, _ Lexi, LEXXIE, space, Nicole, NICOLE Designs, Mr. Bruce Gage, Miglio di Mario Uomo. I know you see what? Miglio di Mario Uomo. Just in the search box on Instagram and Facebook, type in Bruce Gage. Bruce Gage is Gage. Or if you can remember, Miglio, now I'm not spelling it, Miglio di Mario Uomo. So you can check that out. Or flyballthestore.com too. It's got some gear, officially licensed Negro League baseball gear, sweaters and caps and some jackets. Just some really nice stuff. Check that out. All right, everybody. Time for me to get out of here. Tomorrow, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be what I call on a Friday. Because Friday, I like to say, yay, it's Friday edition of the Geno Show. Live, 6:30 p.m. In case you came in halfway through the show, go back and check out my full conversation with my man. Once again, thanks to Roy Chip Anthony doing his thing. Check out that new album of his. You really love it, called Leo King. He's got a cut on there with Keith Sweat. This really, oh yeah, it's that. It's all that. You'll love it. All right, me and you tomorrow, if you're watching me live tomorrow, 5:30 if you're in Chicago, 6:30 p.m. on the East Coast, the Geno Jones Show. One more thing before I get out of here. Well, two things. First of all, I love Each and every one of you. I really do. Mother, you know I love you more than self. And finally, as always, I always like to end the show by saying, please be blessed. Thanks for watching. See you live Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.